Hoteps been told you, episode 26.
26.
Jesus, what is going on, man?
Oh man, usually I got like a catchy catchphrase. There was something to talk about. I ain't got nothing today, man. I just been working, man. I've been like my head been in the books, been studying hard. I've been, I'm pushing these apps, and I got these apps going. And life been crazy with the kids. Kids out of school now. Kids out of school with the Christmas break.
Okay.
Saying I bet my daughter been playing hooky yesterday. She called me up, Daddy, can you pick me up from school? You was just there for only an hour. She was there for an hour. I had to go pick her up, man. Like, all right, man. Daddy, little girl, I can't say no. Man, what's up with you though, man? How's the family?
Nothing, man. Just doing some Christmas shopping and hanging out. I just went and picked something up just a couple minutes ago, man. They out there in force, out there acting crazy already, man.
I know it. I ain't do no Christmas shopping, yo. I think I ordered my dad gift on Amazon. I don't know what I'm gonna get my mom's, and there's gonna be some unhappy people this year.
That's the way to do it, man. Whatever I could order, man, I order Amazon. But other than that, man, you gotta go out in these streets with these savages out here, man. It's just it's crazy.
I'm not doing it.
Hold on. What's going on, people? Thanks for coming in. Please hit that thumbs up. Please hit that share button. Let's get into the topics. The theme of the day is the wall, man. What is the wall at right now, man? Listen, I think it's at like 8 million or something. Let me double check the wall. Let me see the fundraiser. Let me hit the refresh.
It's up to 8 million. Somebody said
8,891,867. That's what the wall's up in 3 days, dog.
Wow, 8 million. The silent majority is putting their money where their mouth is. Damn. That's the MAGA community has contributed more to the wall from their own pockets than Democrats have contributed to any refugee that was supposed to come across that border or has come across that border. This event is unprecedented. Unprecedented.
That's, I was looking, I was thinking like the GoFundMe app they can't even keep count. You know what I mean? It was saying like 300,000, I don't know, a minute or something. It was something wild, man. I was just like, man, they want that wall up. You listen, all this shows us that white man want that wall, man. He's tired of playing with y'all. The white man is fed up. He wants a wall. He wants a wall right now. And I want a wall right with him, man. White man, I want the wall right with you, man. Hey, blame your fellow white man, your white liberals for not getting a wall up. But damn, they want a wall, right? Bam.
Yeah, they want that wall bad. I saw Black Sports Online. He commented. He said, all these people put this money up, but they won't put money up for the homeless. Now, keep in mind, the GoFundMe was only at like 2-3 million at this time.
Yeah.
There's technically over 2 million starving children in America. Yeah. So if we include all the starving people in America, I don't know what that number is. YouTube, help us out. What's the rate of starving people in America? How many people total are starving in America today? But if we just went by the children alone, we'd probably be able to buy everybody a half a Happy Meal one time with the money that's being raised. So his comment was off base, typical liberal attack at it when they see anything MAGA. They don't, if you're going to have a rebuttal or something to say, think it out. Be well thought out. Come with your punchlines, bro. Like come with the good stuff. But that one was kind of weak because I said, well, what if he turned that same logic around on black folks and said, take all that money you've been spending on them Jordans, all the money you been spending on that Hennessy and them Blacker Miles, and you spent it on the hood. You wouldn't have to worry about white supremacy. Now, if he said that, his mentions would have been erupted. Oh, look at this Ashley Hoteps. You see how the hypocrisy and bigotry gets exposed, man?
Definitely gets exposed. It's, I don't know. But did you think they was going to be raising money like this, man?
Yeah. I didn't think somebody would do it. I'm kind of mad we didn't think of it. I'd have been in Cuba with $1 million of that money already.
You got to know when to pull the plug. You can't pull the plug early. They just take the $1 million and run. You get like another 20. You gonna get 20. You gonna have. It's gonna be like 15 by tomorrow. You know?
No. You gotta let it run. You gotta let the account run. But I'm saying I'm taking $1 million off top and I'm moving to Cuba or Africa or somewhere ASAP, and the operation is gonna be ran from outside the country right now. You know what I mean? Like whoever that man is that set that up, I mean, he deserves a commission for that, right? He's a soldier. I think he's a quadriplegic or something. Like he's lost a couple of his limbs, man. It's like 3 limbs. So if I'm him, I'm taking my commission and going on vacation and manage this thing from the Wi-Fi, the hotel, or my luxurious suite, right? If I'm him. But on a serious note, this wall dream, I should say. Hoteps been told you. Was it 2 episodes ago? I said we wasn't getting no wall.
Yeah.
I said we wasn't getting the wall. Now they're talking about giving aid to, was it Mexico and Central America? Aid money?
Yeah.
So our wall money is going across the board.
Down south.
And we got to pay for it ourselves.
Crazy.
That's crazy. But I like the spirit of the people that put in on that GoFundMe. The spirit was, I enjoyed watching this. I'm enjoying watching that people are willing to just put that money up to make something happen in America. Yeah,
and it's making all the people on the left mad, but they can't pull up their normal thing. Like you're saying, they're talking about, like Rob pulled out. Oh, they don't care about the people, the poor, the hungry. You're gonna pull something else up. Or they can't pull up. Well, I thought Mexico was a pay wall. If these people want to give their money up to put a wall up, it's on them. Then they're saying, "Oh, how can we? The government this is what I really read. The government just can't take citizens' money for a project. Like, what is your taxes doing? I'm like, they take your money regardless and put it wherever they want. You know what I'm saying? Are you serious? They can't just take our money. Oh, come on. They already digging in our pockets more than they should be. So just because some people will say, hey, you want to take some more? Why don't you take some more and do what I want you to do with it? Now y'all got a problem with it.
Now that ain't get approved by the board. By the board of Deep State Inc. They gotta approve that, man. If the globalists don't like it, it ain't going down.
Yeah. Shifting gears here, man. Forever 21, man.
Forever a hoe. That's every time I walk past that store, I call it Forever a Hoe. Because that's what they sell in there. It's all hoe gear. You know what I mean? When we walk past it, I say it real loud for my daughter too. I'm like, oh, look, Forever a Hoe. So she knows how daddy feels about that store. So when she gets older, the first thing she's going to say is, oh, that's for hoe gear.
Damn. I'm going to have to put that in a feather in my cap. I think I might have to bring that one out, man.
So what happened with Forever 21?
Yo, now I've always said that some of these companies, they'll put these, dubious ads just to get black people on Twitter mad, just so they can get more like eyes on them. Like, it's like cheap ads. You know what I'm saying? So they put a white man in a Wakanda sweater. It was Wakanda forever. And we keep taking the bait, you know, and some of the black folks taking the bait. You know, I think it's going on so far that even if the black folks don't take the bait, they already got dummy accounts set up. You know, Forever 21 got dummy accounts set up to get outraged over your ad, their same ad. And then when you see when some black folks see somebody doing it, you know how niggas like to jump in on something. So they jump in on something, and then it snowballs from there. You know, I don't know. I just think it's a setup by Forever 21 to get people mad. Like, why wouldn't you? If a white man want to wear the Wakanda shirt, man, then so be it, man. That's more money in your pocket. You ain't gonna sell nothing to the white man. You ain't gonna take the white man's money. The white man take your money, but you won't take the white man's money. I can't.
So you saying that the stylist was backstage, like looking at the Wakanda shirt, like, I'm gonna put this on Chad.
He definitely put it on Chad.
Straight trolling. Oh man, that's funny as hell. They got a white man with a Wakanda shirt on, and the Nick Dogs is upset, boy.
Oh, they was big man. Some of them big man. You know, I think some people are catching on to it. Some people, it took a year, 2-3 years. The Hoteps been told you this. It took them a couple years, but some of the shines and their katas, they are catching up. They're like, hey man, I think y'all doing this on purpose. I'm like, oh, you don't say.
Yeah, because it's definitely working. It's definitely like raised. I know somebody ran out and bought that shirt ASAP. That thing probably sold out. We go to the website right now. That thing probably sold out. All the Wakanda shirts gone. Auntie got them on. I do like that shirt though. $5 super chat. What's that say? Metal Dogs? If I had the power of earth bending, that wall would have been up. Keep up the good work, fellas. Oh, if he was earth bending, we could have made that wall sky high. Woof. On some air bending. Yeah, that'd be fire.
So I just started watching some anime. You know, I was like, all right, man. I never really watched because, you know, I'm like, my age group is like, we was watching actual kung fu. Like, my age was the Kung Fu Saturday and shit like that. Then these cats y'all cats had the anime. I started watching Gundam. I watched Gundam Unicorn, and now I'm watching this other Gundam joint. You know, it's pretty tight. I watched some other stuff, but I'm like, I got nothing to watch because I got a little bit of downtime. I started watching some anime stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take what was that? Attack on Titan. I might try to watch that. I started that before, but I didn't finish it.
I couldn't really get into Attack on Titan. I like One Punch Man. I like what's it called, man? With Killua and Gone. They got this. Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is pretty rugged. The Power's Not Crazy. Dragon Ball Z, of course. Naruto, My Hero Academia. They all got gems in them. You know, you pay attention, you can see some gems in them, man. They teach good lessons. I make sure my kids watch that stuff.
That's some good knowledge.
My kids don't get to watch nothing Western civilization.
You know what? I think that's key. You know what I mean? I was on poll, and that's what they said. Like, some of the anime's they said where I ain't gonna say, but it's non-Western stuff, so it's not like Hollywood is, and you know who controls Hollywood.
Yeah. That's why I got my kids. I trained them from young to just like anime. So now they binge on anime. But I'm like, thank God. Anybody want to watching that Nickelodeon, whatever else they got going on? Tutti Frutti out this one.
Yeah, now the Patreon purge, man. And you know, it affects us. You know, we're content creators. You know, they axe Sargon and people was like, what the hell's going on? And it wasn't like it was a natural thing. Now people are just saying, hey, I'm not dealing with Patreon anymore. I had like 2 or 3 people email me like, hey, you know, I want to continue to contribute, but, you know, I'm not messing with Patreon no more. And I understand them, you know what I mean? It's a free speech thing, but Patreon's doubling down on it. They're not going to change. I mean, it's not even about money, you know what I mean? It's, you know, they want to silence you. They want you to talk about certain things or they going to cut that money off. You know what I'm saying? Why would Patreon just throw money away? This is insanity to me. Over something that's not even taking place on their platform. All they're doing is giving just an intermediary from the sending the money we're here, sent from the supporter to the content creator. You know, they don't got nothing to do with the content. The content is sitting on another site. This is where all this tech industry, the software, Silicon Valley, all their execs, they're all in on this. They're all in on this, man.
Yeah. Anytime you want to defeat your enemy without fighting, all you got to do is cut off his supply line. Cut off the supply route. If we can't get resources, the revolution can't be funded. So they're cutting us off at the faucet. Damn, I lost some money this week, man, messing with y'all. Bad people like, yo, I'm done, dog. I seen accounts disappearing, canceled. I'm just like, yo, why y'all had to mess my money, yo, man? You know, man, it's crazy, but I feel like you really can't avoid this when it comes to the U.S. dollar, I should say, because they said that Jordan Peterson and somebody else is working on. Who was it? Jordan Peterson and who else?
And Dave Rubin.
And Dave Rubin is supposed to be working on an alternative platform to Patreon. Now, if we do this through USD, who's going to process your payments? That's the issue, because what we're talking about is the banking industry, and Deep State is basically the globalist banking cartel. So they can cut you off right there. In order for that project to be successful, and I'm going to plug Coinbase app here. Make sure y'all go become a member of the Coinbase app. You need Bitcoin. People are going to have to transition to a decentralized currency. As crazy as it may sound to some of you, this is what's going to make Bitcoin popular. You know?
Yeah.
And in some ways, I think I'd much rather get donations in Bitcoin than donations in the U.S. dollar, because the U.S. dollar is pretty much guaranteed to lose value over time due to inflation. And what did they call it? Oh man, not fractional reserve. Quantitative easing. You know, because of quantitative easing and inflation, the dollar's, you know, losing value. But Bitcoin has the potential to it go up in value, has a ton of potential to go up in value. So, you know, if Ruben and those guys are listening, and Jordan Peterson are listening, hopefully you guys are doing this through Bitcoin and not the USD, because they're going to stop you right from Stripe and PayPal. They're going to tell you straight up, yo, take these people off or we're cutting you off. You see what they did to everybody else?
That's crazy, man. It's it's insane. But I guess we can see how, I guess you can see by, you know, the deep state's reaction and how they're trying to get people out of here or silence them or, you know, neuter their speech.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people were hitting the right spot. They're over the target. You wouldn't catch any flack if you weren't over the target.
Right.
So I think a lot of people were doing some good stuff out of here. But, you know, they're trying to tighten it up, man. I don't know. Are they tightening it up for 2020? And they're trying to make sure they can get their people in there and quell this populism wave that's sweeping the world? I guess maybe, but, you know, once the cat's out the bag, it's hard to be put back in there. So I think people just got to move smarter, and you're right. I think it has to be, it would be better if it's some Bitcoin based, solution. I'm sure it's not going to be, but we'll see if they can integrate. Maybe they'll integrate it in there with that. So, give people options.
We'll see. Only time will tell.
The Russians, man, they're blaming the Russians again. Russians bought a whole bunch of Facebook pages, made a bunch of 30 Facebook pages and a whole bunch of Instagram ads, and they were molding and propagating, and they were aiming it at one Black African American, Akata Shine. They was aiming at Black folks. Allegedly, this is what they're saying. They're trying to influence Black folks, trying to get them to stop not vote for Hillary, and they were trying to get them to vote Jill Stein and stuff. They were trying to get them to go to the Green Party. How long are they going to keep using this Russian excuse, man?
I'm not buying nothing about this Russian stuff, man, because America has been in bed with Russia for a very long time. A very, very long time. I mean, we can go back to like 18th century. 19th century. We can go 20th century when we were given munitions, parts for ammunitions. We were given to Russia, and Russia was giving it to Vietnam while we were fighting in Vietnam. We were literally, by proxy, arming our enemy.
Right.
We were giving our enemy weapons to kill our troops. So when I hear Russia, I don't think Trump. I think about Vietnam. I think about World War I, World War II. I think about communism. I think about socialism. And the more I look at this, the more I see America in bed with Russia. And that goes across the bipartisan line. But for this, after Hillary and her uranium one dealings with Russia, they want to talk about some ads targeted towards Black people? Come on. And they said that how much was the spend? It was only like $3,500 or something like that.
I think $4,700.
40. What are you doing with 40? How are you influencing with $4,700, bro?
You can't even buy a car, man. You barely buy a car, man.
$4,700. They blew all this up for $4,700. Meanwhile, Hillary Clinton deal was 40 million or 40 billion? Something stupid. I think it was 40 million uranium one deal she did with Russia. And they worried about some $4,700. This is the corrupt media trying to hit us with the misdirection.
Yeah, they definitely are, man. It's like, first of all, even if let's say they were doing that, like, what's the difference between Russia buying some ads saying vote for Jill Stein and me buying ads and saying vote for Jill Stein? Like, it means nothing, man. Like, they so dumbed down everything. They make an excuse after excuse for us. People just didn't like Hillary Clinton. And it was that simple. I don't know why they keep making an excuse for this. I was about to call this Hillary Black. This woman. Nobody likes her. That's it.
He said nobody likes her. Nobody likes the evil Hillary. The Wicked Witch of the West. I was going to say something, but I don't want my future congressman self to apologize for something the old Hotep Jesus said. I already got enough things I got to apologize for.
Keep scrubbing the net, man.
Still deleting tweets.
You know what? And on that idea about the tweets scrubber.
Yeah.
I was on the route, and somebody kind of has that idea. It's a black woman that has the idea, but she has, for whatever person gets hired, like whatever political person, like your mayor, your congressman, your senator, she has an app that goes and searches all of their tweets and says, find out what they said.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's already, somebody got it already out there. We probably remix it or something, you know what I mean? But, so that's what she has, and she aimed it on, but like, that's so stupid. Like, why are you aiming it at, these political people just so you can catch them in some, gotcha. You should have think a little bit bigger than that, but.
You can be making paper off that technology. And then hire your own politicians to replace them suckers.
Yeah, man, it's you know how it is, but
I need her to run my account. Tell me what you find, Joe. Yo, shout out to everybody in the YouTube chat. This is another intimate moment, YouTube exclusive. We're not on Periscope today. Maybe we'll go Periscope for Christmas, the day after Christmas, or week of Christmas. But it's just us, baby. Super chat. Show us some love. We got 43 people watching, and we need some more thumbs up. How many thumbs ups we got?
We got 16, man. People out here.
That's a little.
People out here shopping, man. Getting the Christmas shopping done.
The likes looking a little weak. Hit them thumbs up for us, please, y'all. Get some more thumbs up. Try to get us to like 30. 30 would be a good number of likes, or 33 to rock with the numerology. 33 likes. Let's go for it. Okay. Thumbs up.
Trump. Now we're going back to Trump. He pulls out. He says he's going to pull out of Syria. Now he said this before, and when he said it before, there was magically a gassing in Syria, and then we couldn't go nowhere because the kids was getting gas. It happened like 2-3 times already. So let's hold our breaths. There might be a there might be a gas attack coming soon. But Trump has told everyone he wants to get our troops, bring our troops home. What do you think, man?
Well, first we have to do a history of our troops in Syria. Now, our troops been in Syria, especially under the Obama administration, right? Now, we know that we have control of the Golan Heights. Oil money. We talking about globalists here. So when people want to get mad at Trump, realize this is way above Trump's pay grade. We got his globalism at work here. Now, all along the Euphrates River, you got more oil fields, right? Now, what happened was you got the Turkey, and you got the Syrians are fighting the Kurds. The United States goes in and they put their troops among the Kurds. Once you do that, Turkey like, hold up, don't shoot, because you don't want to injure or kill any U.S. troops. That'd be a big boo-boo. So basically it was a hands-off approach when it came to Syria. What I'm thinking is, between us using ISIS to destabilize the region and us using the Kurds to destabilize the region, whichever one suited our fancy at the time. If we are pulling out, which I don't think we're doing a full pullout. I mean, we still got troops in Iraq from when Bush was there. We still fighting in Iraq, people. There's an underestimation of how many troops are actually in Syria as well. Pentagon reports have released something like 5,000 or 7,500. Some reports try to dumb it down and say only a few hundred. But no, it's a few thousand, according to a Pentagon slip-up. But the fact of the matter is, if we are pulling out of Syria, it is because the Kurds or the region has been seized. We have control over it, and we have a proxy agent willing to do the work while we're gone. Even though we'll still have people on the ground, ops, the whole nine. but we ain't really pulling out. This is just more political propaganda.
Yeah, I have my doubts. Well, I'll see it. I'll see it. Well, I believe it when I see it. I take it like that. But we saw the reaction. Like, I never seen, like, let's say I thought I read reports there were like 2,000 some troops up there. Bringing 2,000 troops home, like Marco Rubio, Lindsey Graham, they were like, "Oh no, we can't do this. We're giving the region over to Iran." I'm like, here are these these white folks, like they're talking about land that ain't theirs. They're talking about land like, "Hey man, we can't let Syria take their land back." What the fuck? I'm like, it's Syria's country. They didn't invite us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're there as, in quasi-invaders. You know what I'm saying? They want to cut up Syria. They got to take a piece of that land so they can build Kurdistan and then run that pipeline right into the other ocean. You look at the map, you can see it. These chestnut checkers, don't sleep on that white man. The white man is smart. It failed. So now they didn't want to do it. I don't know, maybe Trump could hey man, we're going to have to come back at this another time. It ain't going to work right now. But you'd rather have them there and keep them there instead of, because it's going to be harder to bring them back over and stuff like that. I understand what other people are trying to do. But the reaction, and some people were saying, oh, we can't, leave Syria. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? This is what, this is another reason I voted for Trump is, hey man, I wanted to stop these wars and stuff like that and get out of Syria. We'll see what happens. Can he get out of Syria? The Feds already raised the interest rates a little bit. So that might be one piece of the pressure on them, but
I heard that the Kurds, because they were expecting the United States to backstab them, have chosen to ally with, what's his name, Assad, right?
Yeah.
Have chosen to align with Assad. So that's another play that could be happening where we're basically saying, all right, fine, you don't want to help no more, cool. Go kick it with Assad. Now, we say we defeat ISIS or ISIL or whatever is going by these days. That's false.
Right.
What's happening is we're saying that we defeated them. We're going to leave. ISIS is going to rise back up in numbers and start kicking Kurdistan ass again. And then we'll have an excuse to go back.
Right.
We need chaos there in order to seize the oil. Well, Trump said it. He said we should go over there and take the oil. He said it during his 26 campaign. Right. We go over there and take the oil. Yeah, Trump's a big globalist guy, so we know what's happening with that.
Yeah, and on another thing with that, Secretary of Defense Mathis has put his resignation in. And I think I kind of skimmed over his resignation letter, but the gist of people were saying was, he doesn't agree. His vision of the world doesn't agree with Trump's, and Trump deserves a Secretary of Defense that agrees with Trump's view of the world, or view of what they want to do. So Mattis is out there. Maybe Trump is trying to be a dove, man, and you know what I mean. And he really is trying to get them home. But we'll see, because the powers that be want that thing to pop off over there. So they're gonna pull every trick in the book to get it popping.
They want that. They want that, and they're gonna get it. They're gonna get that region. They already got the Golden Heights. They got the American people. They got the Democrats backing us staying there. I don't know why they want us to stay there, but again, these are limousine liberals, so we know how they move. They ain't attached to the streets. They don't know what it's like to be a proletarian.
Shout outs to Andrew Torba from Gab in the chat.
He's in here?
Yeah.
Yo, Andrew. What up, Playboy?
Now, Trump
joining the chat
with the border. He said he wasn't going. The Democrats had him out there, man. And he's saying he's not going to sign the bills, pass the budget. We're going to have a shutdown now because, I think it was Ann Coulter called his ass out, called him gutless. Trump unfollowed her on Twitter. Then the next day he got the battery in his back talking about, I'm not signing that goddamn thing until we can shut the government down. When 24 hours earlier it was looking like he wasn't going to shut it down. But now he wants to shut it down unless he gets his border funding.
he said, I'm taking my basketball home. I want my wall. Yo, I don't blame him, man. If he felt like shutting it down, that shit don't mean nothing to me. My life ain't gonna change no way. What is that like? What happens? I guess some government people that work for the government.
Yeah, I think that some of the government people just they ain't working or something. I don't know.
I mean, gotta take the good with the bad. When you got a government job, you're doing really well. So, a couple of days off ain't gonna hurt you.
No, it really isn't. He kept threatening the shutdown. Sometimes if you keep threatening, you gotta follow through with your threats.
Is he gonna shut it down?
What'd you say?
Is he gonna shut it down?
That's what he said. That's what Paul Ryan just said.
Yeah.
He told Paul Ryan, I'm gonna shut it down, man. All of my funding, we're shutting it down.
Oh wow, he's serious.
He gotta stand 10 toes down on this one.
Woo.
I mean, you can see how much money they're raising on a GoFundMe. Individual citizens. This is his issue. He has to build something. He has to. I don't care if it's a little fence. It can't be like a little fence. He has to build something.
It's got to be state of the art.
Yeah, he's got to put something up there. A good stretch of that wall has to be built by 2020. Yeah. Getting built by 2020.
He got to get at least a mile in.
He needs a couple miles in. Like he was kept threatening, I might get the military to do it. Well, stop talking drunk and just do it. The thing I was like, man, if you get the military to do it, why don't you just do it that way? He wanted to slide some grease to some contractors he knows from Jersey. So the concrete boys back in Jersey to get them a couple extra dollars. That's what Trump really want to do. But man, if you can't do it that way, just send the military in and get it done. What is he playing? Why is he doing it this way?
That reminds me of his business dealings with Meyer Lansky when he had all his dealings up here in Jersey from the Trump Taj Mahal and the casinos and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely got some connections. He's definitely trying to get a little something on the back end. He owes somebody some favors.
No. Would you imagine you get the concrete job for the wall, man?
What? I'll be gassed. You put your little sign up there. Constructed by, wall constructed by Hoteps Nation. That's a good contract, boy. You eating. And you gonna hire Mexicans to help build it.
They'll do it too. They're like, I'm sorry, Hector. This wall gotta go up.
We need you to build this wall. Yo, I'll be the asshole to take people out the detention center and put them on work duty. Make them do it. And then deport their asses right after.
Come on, man.
That's why I can't be leader of a country.
Come on, man. Stall them out. They can work on the wall, man. You gotta at least give them some furlough in the United States.
Nah, we're gonna get them a check and send them right back across that border. You know what I'm saying?
Look at mercy. Another thing they signed was that, the Senate voted on that crime bill. So federal. I see a lot of people because I guess it's just federal prisons. People are complaining. Well, oh man, not everybody's in federal prison. I guess the husbands got knocked up in state jail, but it's still a step. You know, I think it's going to go through the House now. I seen some problematic, like I think I seen Carl post on his Instagram. Shout out to Carl. That they were letting out pedophiles. I guess they were just doing violent crimes, but I don't think that includes. I mean, they were just excluding violent crimes for this, but I don't think that it excludes the pedophilia thing. So I think some Democrats put some provisions, and they were trying to get him out of there, but the Democrats wouldn't vote for it.
Yeah, I saw that too, where it said, you know, people previously convicted of sexual assault or rape were like eligible for this program, and I'm just like, nah, that's not cool. They should have the most time out of anybody, you know. Right. So if those provisions weren't accounted for, I think the bill does have flaws.
Yeah, John Henley says they're bringing Chris Hansen back.
Who's Chris Hansen?
The boy that, you don't remember the TV show where they would set the dude up, the pedophiles up, and he just come walking out like and bust them. Yeah, but you know, even I went on the route, and they were trying to say certain things were bad, but they were like, man, we'll take anything we can get. This is a step in the right direction. When the route says Trump did a step in the right direction, but they basically gave Kushner and Ivanka the credit for this crime bill, or second chance bill, but first step bill. So all the brothers can. I mean, there's going to be people that's going to be eligible immediately. You know, just imagine thinking that you're waiting for like a please be vote. They get that vote passed, you be out immediately. That's going to be something, man.
Out immediately, man. I don't know. We'll see, man. Only time will tell. Like, you know, a lot of these bills, you don't know the effects. You can only like try and predict, but you see the effects years later. So we'll see, man. See what happens.
Yeah. Trans Miss Universe.
Did you see the drag kid?
Yeah, I seen that article.
They got the drag kid was dancing at a bar, and men was throwing dollars at him while he was dressed up in that dress.
That's insane to me. Like, I think that kid, like, was at a parade and was dancing and went viral, you know, and I guess he's taking it and running with it. Yeah. That's too much, you know, like, I don't know what goes on in that community, but throwing dollars at a little boy, a preteen, is a little too much. You know, I don't think any culture should be partaking in those activities. That's all I'll really say about that.
Could you imagine if that was a little girl up there on that stage?
It's crazy, and that's another thing. You know, boys are in trouble, man. You know, boys got a lot cut. They got a lot cut out for them in this day and age, man. They're going to be really starting behind the eight ball, you know, and they're not going to be as protected as much. You know, this abuse, they'll look the other way. It's crazy. This is hypocrisy. Yep. You know, you got to treat it with little boys the same way you treat it with little girls.
Big facts.
And the thing is, you know, why you got to treat it that way is because if you don't treat it that way, then the boys grow up, then they become R. Kelly. See, now you're mad at R. Kelly now, but when his auntie was messing with him, no, it's a joke, or it's just, let's just look the other way. But when he grows up and becomes a sexual deviant, now you want to be mad and everything. This is why when the black community and all these black feminists want to go after R. Kelly and stuff like that, I'm like, he's already too far gone, man. But if the judge and the white man didn't get him in the courts, You know, the white man want to get him, man. Like, come on. They'll throw a brother in jail if they can.
Yeah.
So if they ain't get him, man, whatever. But
Right.
if you want to prevent, we should be working on preventing any more R. Kellys from taking place.
Right.
You know, he's already too far gone. Y'all try to, we got to stop. No, we got to stop more from taking place. You just cut off the head, the fucking, like Hydra, fucking 8 more fucking come out.
You said it all right there, yo.
Yeah.
You said it all right there.
But back to the trans Miss Universe.
Yeah.
Spain. It was from Spain. The person was from Spain. It didn't win, but you know, I seen the person come out. This was like, you know, that was the person's moment of joy. I guess I'm not going to take it away from the person, but man, this is like, I don't know. It's so obvious they're trying to force something down the public's throat, you know, when I don't think it's even that necessary. But I think the more they shove it down the people's throat, the more the reaction is going to be bad, you know, when people get fed up about it. So, I don't know.
Miss Universe. It was Miss Universe contest? So does that mean she had to win Miss Spain?
Yeah, she won Miss Spain.
A transgender beat out all the women in Spain. Boy, think about that. So they say that men are paid more than women. Here you have a man taking a woman's job. But it's okay. They applaud that. But if this were The Office and it was a man in a position, they'd be saying, why does he get this position and I don't? Why does he get to be CEO and I don't? It's the hypocrisy and the bigotry of the evil left, rearing its ugly head once again.
Yeah, and they did a feature. Some lady did a feature on the transgender high school athlete in Connecticut that runs track, and that person was beat. They finished second, but the funny thing is, she was trying to say that person wasn't dominating the girls' track, when in fact she finished second in the States. But you know who she finished second to? Another transgender runner. I'm like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, so out of you get 3 medals for women in high school track in the 100-yard dash. 2 other people were transgender athletes, and one was a cisgender female, if you want to say it like that. And they're trying to say, she wasn't dominating, or she doesn't have the top speed for like Division I. I guess she trying to get a scholarship. You know what I mean? They're going to be taken away. And you know what? One of the guys on Twitter, following me on Twitter, made a good point. Like if she was racing against a bunch of black girls, it'd have been different because you know they race in Connecticut, so there's not a black heavy population, or you know track is you know heavy speed. The sprints is a black girl sport. That's where they dominate. Man, if it was like in Philly or Pennsylvania, man, you know, people are raised hell like, oh no, get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
Don't show up at the Penn relays with that mess.
Yeah, I would love to see that at the Penn relays.
I'd love to see them try that at the Penn relays. You want to see black folk get mad? Try that at the Penn relays. I want you to try that mess. I've been to the Penn relays. There's niggas everywhere. And they don't play when it come to they track.
No.
That's serious business, that track work.
Yeah, it is.
They out there and they running hard. Like that's a cult. Try that chance. I want them to try to do it. Boy, it's gonna be an ugly Saturday.
Yeah. Um, Get on Gab. I don't know if Torber's still in the room, but Get on Gab was banned from TPUSA, man. They joined you as the official people getting banned from TPUSA. Why do people still have it out for Gab, man? Gab can't catch a break.
Yo, Gab is under attack by the left and being suppressed by the right. I watched it happen. I was going to tweet it out, but I was like, nah, I don't want to put no negative energy out there. It's already enough fighting on the right. But I seen Candace Owens and some other people tweeting about some new social network. And I'm not going to say what that social network is because fuck them. Right. But I seen them say, oh, we got this new social network. The shit looked janky as hell. It looks really poorly made. It looked like somebody made that thing like, you bought it for $59 on themeforest.net. You know what I'm saying? On the Envato marketplace and just uploaded it. Like, that's what it looks like. And I feel like they did that on purpose to get Gab out the paint, to purposely make people have to choose between Gab and something else, to divide the right. It was a very divisive move because we all know that if you live on the right wing, a lot of people might say it's an echo chamber, but Gab is the spot for the right wing. A lot of people are going there. Laura Loomer's over there. All the names are there. So why did they? So now Andrew Torba, I saw him tweet out. He was like, "Yo, I'm a sponsor of this event." Now, when I saw them tweet this other social network, the first thing that came to my mind was, I see a conflict of interest. Because last week, Andrew said he was a sponsor. This week, they over here promoting a whole other social network. So I was confused. And I was going to say something, but I'm like, nah, don't be Hotep Jesus today. Let them niggas rock. Whatever's going to come to light, let it come to light. And sure enough, Andrew got on the timeline. He was like, yo, TPUSA banned us from the thing. I'm not even sure. Is he still in the room? I'm not even sure if he got, hold on, maybe we could pull up the official statement, because I believe that they did they even tell him about it, or because you know me, they didn't even tell me about it. Right? They was just like, I don't know what they was thinking with me. I had to hawk them down before they were finally like, all right. So it says right here, Gaz mentioned senior leadership of TPUSA often decry censorship. GAP provides the world with the tools to defy censorship, promoting thoroughly without fear. Then something closely aligns with. We were sent. It says GAP currently made best efforts to sponsor the summit. That's a summit going down right now, I believe. We even sent a check. Unfortunately, last week, our logo was suddenly pulled from the summit's event website without explanation, and attempts to get one went unanswered. So, yes, he did get the same treatment I got, where they don't communicate. They just you just don't hear from them. And you're kind of like, wait, what's going on? So you have to beat down somebody's phone or beat down somebody's email. Which I think is just pretty it's just unprofessional. Like, if you don't want me to be down, just be like, yo, you ain't down. You ain't gang no more. And it's just leave it at that. Right? Right. But to not even say anything, you just pulled his logo down. That's the problem with the establishment, right, man?
Yeah.
You know what I said? Huh?
No, I was just saying he's still in the room.
He's still in the room?
Yeah.
Yeah. I say we have to form our own executive branch. For the right wing. I think we need to have our own elections, and we need to have our own executive branch and completely bypass Congress. We need to completely bypass TPUSA. when you see a company like doing that well with all these like just traveling all over the place all the time and just paying for everybody flights and hotel rooms, and don't y'all be thinking like, where'd they get that kind of money from? Like at some point, like you gotta like that doesn't enter your mind, people, that like these people are backed by billionaires. So it can't be for the people, really, necessarily. Unless you got a billionaire that's for the people. We don't got one right now that I know of. It's probably like maybe a handful out there. But it wasn't one of them. Go do your Googles. Go find out who's putting money in Charlie Kirk's pocket, man.
You're right about that. Finishing up, Alfonso Rubiera?
Alfonso Ribeiro.
Played Carlton on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, is suing Fortnite. You know, the hottest game in the streets, on the internets. You know, they're suing because I guess you can buy dances on. And Andrew said, I texted Charlie and our lawyers sent TPUSA an email, no answer.
He said he what? Charlie and who?
No, he said he texted Charlie, your boy Charlie Kirk.
Oh, he texted Charlie.
Yeah.
And our lawyers sent TPUSA email, no answer. See what I'm saying? Yo, Andrew, anytime you want to put them niggas on blast, let me know. Yo, I still got the video.
But Alfonso, now, do you think he has I've been seeing the argument, some people are saying you can't copyright dance steps. I looked at the video, and they had the video of him doing the dance on the show. It was exact, like, I think they motion captured him doing the dance on the show. So if they motion captured him actually doing it, instead of, like, hiring somebody to do the dance, I think Alfonso has a right to sue them. What do you think?
Well, I don't think they even have to go that far to motion capture. Even if they did have somebody come in and do the dance, still, y'all stealing. Y'all know y'all stealing. Y'all didn't invent the Millie Rock, right? They stole the Millie Rock, and 2 Millie is suing Fortnite as well. Yeah. It's a bunch of people suing. 2 Millie, Alfonso Ribeiro. Who?
Blockboy J.
Blockboy J. Yeah. You know
or this might be Blockboy. I think it's Blockboy J. I think he does this. Did he invent the shooter dance or some shit like that? I don't know all these dance names.
Yeah, I don't know the dance names, but I do know that Fortnite is in the gaming industry and they making a killing and they can afford to pay for those dances. And they should pay for those dances. And I'd sue them if I could.
Yeah, I think. But yeah, I think if they copied them from the show or something like that, then they gotta give them that money. You know, I mean, it's almost cut and dry. But I think the laws are saying that you can't do it for dances and stuff like that. I don't know, but I think Alfonso was saying like it's becoming a Fortnite dance instead of, you know, him, the Carlton, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they're actually taking over the actual dance. The names are being changed because people just tuned in the Fortnite and running with that.
Mm-hmm. My kids be in here doing a dance. The one of them dances my son be doing is the same dance where Trump be like, "Look at my African American." You know that viral clip, right? So
yeah.
So every time my son like me, he got that, what's that called? He got hyper ADD or some shit like that. I don't know. We got issues. So he just be doing wild shit every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? So every time he break out in that dance, I go, "Look at my African American." He goes, "Dad, stop. He hates when I do that shit.
Michael Andrilla with the super chat. How upset are you that Trump is abandoning our greatest ally in the Middle East?
Why do you make that face like that? Yeah, I gotta watch the replay of look at Oak face after he read that question.
I'm not too upset. I'm not upset at all.
Yeah. Oh boy. I'm leaving that one alone. I'm not touching that subject.
Yeah. I'm just going to announce we will have t-shirts for the show. Pay close to follow us on Twitter. Be shooting links out soon. That's all I got. I don't got anything. I hope thanks everybody for coming in. I hope y'all finish your Christmas shopping. I think, Merry Christmas to everybody that participates and practices. I hope that everybody stays safe and be with your family and just enjoy the day off if you don't do nothing else, but enjoy the days off. You got anything?
Word. Hell yeah. Enjoy your holidays. Enjoy your days off. I wish you a merry. What's up with Kwanzaa? We not celebrating Kwanzaa this year? What day Kwanzaa start?
I don't know. I thought it start right after. Don't it start right after or?
It start after? I don't know, but I'm about to be a fake Kwanzaa.
Oh yeah.
About to get on my Wakanda shit real quick for Kwanzaa. Yeah, but what announcements do I got? Go to my Twitter at VibeHigh. Sign up for my email list. Every day I tell a story about something that happened in my life that you can learn from and just help you level up in many areas, whether it's persuasive marketing to business development or building an empire like Hotep Nation. See y'all next week, man.
All right.
Ayo.
Peace.
Peace.